Welcome aboard. Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to travel, food, fitness, and everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
Before we dive into travel news on Here's This week, first we have to congratulate the new United States of America's Mrs. DC 2024.
Yay, Nikki!
You've got another crown to adding to your collection.
I did, and that was last night.
And also here to congratulate you, your best friend Lisa.
My best friend in the whole world.
Woohoo!
It was so amazing to be up on stage and winning this crown and having you guys be there cheering for me, and especially having Samantha there, seeing Mom get back on stage and doing such fun, interesting things. I had the best weekend. I had so much fun. I'm actually surprised that I still have a voice. This organization is so much fun. It is great. So now we have nationals.
Well, I mean, it's so much fun because you were on stage wearing a Wonder Woman costume.
I was, and it was
Extremely high boots.
All right, so you were mentioning nationals. When's nationals?
Okay, so nationals is in San Antonio in July. I think it's like July 4th to the 6th.
Okay.
So get ready, everybody.
So we're going to Texas. You're coming with us. All right, now stick around because we're going to do some travel news on this week's edition of Here's This. We want your take on what we're about to talk about. Today, we're diving into a topic that affects the comfort and safety of air travel for many passengers. The question on our radar is, should airlines rethink their approach when it comes to serving specific snacks or meals when a passenger reports that they have an allergy? So during the boarding process, a passenger walks on the plane and says, I've got a peanut allergy. The cabin crew usually will say something along the lines of, oh well, because you can't guarantee whether or not someone ate it before, if there's a peanut on the floor, or the snacks that they have for sale have peanuts in it. So what should the airlines really do in that situation? Because usually the passenger is left with the tough decision of, do I continue or do I get off? Because the airline's not going to do anything for you.
But also, like, you can't tell what kind of snacks people are bringing onto the plane.
Right.
What if someone is bringing a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for their kids? Like, you know, we were talking about how do you know? So I kind of think in this situation, it's up to the person who has the allergy to have their, you know, EpiPen, right? And cut.
Right.
But I also feel like they don't really serve peanuts really on planes
But there's so
anymore.
many variables.
Airlines that you don't fly still serve peanuts.
I'm like, what?
I'll leave it at that. But there are variables because your dog is also here with us today.
Yes, he is.
And animals, people have a lot of allergies to dogs and cats too. And if you walk on the plane and you have an allergy to a dog, you're the one, if you don't have the dog, that has to make the decision, do you stay or do you go? What would you do?
Yeah, what would you
I
do?
mean, I would think that the airline would just another waiver to sign, like, sorry, we're not responsible. You know.
I'm actually surprised it hasn't gotten to paperwork in that situation
Yeah.
yet. Like where you
You're
say I
signing
have
so
an
much
allergy.
other
Well,
stuff.
now we know we might have a medical problem, so sign this because then if we have to divert, you have to pay that bill.
Yeah.
But they
well,
haven't
it's just
gotten
we're
there
not
yet.
responsible at the end.
Yeah.
The
I think
end.
that's kind of like in the terms and conditions. When
Yeah.
you buy your
It's one of the things that you press. So I'm sure it's covered.
You mean that it was zoop, zoop,
Yeah.
zoop, zoop? Sign.
Not my problem. Not my problem.
Are you allergic to anything?
No.
No, nothing.
No.
She's actually not.
Really? What about you?
That's not true. I guess cat dander.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what if
But
you?
not like crazy.
But like, what if you got on the plane and you realized there was a cat under the seat next to you?
I would not rub my face into this cat.
Well, you shouldn't be doing that anyway.
I'll
That
try
would be
not.
really
No,
Cat
interesting.
snuggles. Yeah. No, are you?
No, I mean, like normal, like seasonal allergies, as you know. You've called me sometimes and you barely recognize it's me.
Yes, I know.
But I mean, I've dealt with this many times as a flight attendant where you just tell the person, like, I'm sorry. And they're like, well, how am I going to get to, you know, Christmas with my family? I don't know, rent a
In
car.
this situation, I don't think it's the airline's responsibility. And I mean, as a mom, and I have a lot of my mom friends who their kids are allergic to peanuts and like, oh, it's just a tough situation. But I don't think it's the airline's responsibility.
Find another way of getting
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more of the Jet Set. I wouldn't rub my face in the cat. Can you imagine, like, if a passenger next to you did that, like to your dog?
Motorboat.
Hello, fellow travelers. Welcome to your in-flight entertainment update, your go-to source for the latest and greatest in entertainment to make your journey soar, Bobby. Are you ready for
looking
this?
forward to it.
Okay. Today we've got a festive lineup that will keep you, even you, Bobby, entertained from takeoff to touchdown. Are you ready? First up, read this. The Winter Wanderer's Tale is a heartwarming novel that follows the adventures of a curious traveler exploring enchanting winter landscapes around the globe. So grab your e-reader and dive into The Winter Wanderer's Tale for a cozy in-flight escape. Oh, I like the sound of that. Getting all cozy. Okay, Bobby, next up we have a podcast that combines humor and heart. Just like you're a little humor and a little bit of heart, making it a must-download for your journey. Okay, and
Called me a lot of things on this show.
I know. Listen to this. Laughing All the Way is a comedy podcast that takes a lighthearted look at the holiday season with hilarious anecdotes, witty banter like I do,
Like you.
and special guests sharing their most memorable holiday moments. Finally, get ready to laugh out loud with the timeless comedy Elf. Join Buddy the Elf as he embarks on a hilarious journey from the North Pole to New York City in search of his true identity. This holiday classic is packed with humor, heart, and a healthy dose of Christmas cheer. Elf is the perfect in-flight movie to keep you smiling from ear to ear.
No human being has ever set foot in Santa's workshop. That is, until Buddy.
I hear you're going on a journey to the big city.
Can't wait to see my dad.
This might be the opportunity to find out who you really are.
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
Thanks, Mr. Narwhal. Papa says New York is pretty different. Sorry! Oh. Looks like a Christmas tree. Sorry I can't ride with you the rest of the way up. Well, have a good time. Oh, I forgot to give you a hug. Dad!
You look like you came from the North Pole.
That's exactly where I came from.
And there you have it, folks, your in-flight entertainment update for a festive journey ahead. Whether you're tuning into the heartwarming podcast or enjoying a cinematic sleigh ride, these recommendations are sure to make your flight merry and bright.
Well, thank you, Nikki.
You're so
Otherwise, I don't
welcome.
know how we would have gotten through the holidays.
I don't know what anyone's doing without all my advice.
It's time for a second dose of travel discussion on Here's More. The holiday travel season is here, and for many that means navigating to the airport and through TSA, but don't fret. We're here to help you with a couple of tips to help ensure that you actually make your flight.
Oh, good.
Okay, so Nikki, have you ever missed a flight because of a ride-sharing mix-up?
Yes.
You have?
Oh, and Laura McFadden, we were all going on a family vacation to Hawaii, and the car did not show up, and
And you can't use your cell phone to order another Lyft or Uber, I'm sure.
Well, she arranged it, and it was not fun. It was like Home Alone running through the airport. I'm moving children aside. I'm moving the elderly aside. It was tough.
Well, just in time for holiday travel, Lyft will now pay travelers up to $100 if their scheduled ride is late, thanks to a new on-time pickup promise.
Oh.
The rideshare company is now promising travelers who schedule a ride in advance that their car will be there. If the driver is more than 10 minutes late, Lyft will then pay you $20 in Lyft cash. But at that point,
Well,
how
Lyft-
much money? I mean, that's great, but how much
Lyft,
money
you
did you
better
lose
start-
on your flight?
You better start saving your pennies because you're about to pay out a lot of money.
Travelers who are not automatically matched with the driver in 10 minutes after their scheduled pickup time will then receive $50 in Lyft cash.
Well, guess what? Everyone's going to have a happy holiday because everyone's getting Lyft cash because this is, first of all, again, how are they going to track this? And they're just going to be paying thousands of dollars every day.
You think so?
I do. I think so. That's just me.
I mean, I've ordered Lyft before, and then you do get the thing that says, okay, they're on their way, and then, oh, we found a closer driver, and then that driver disappears.
Yeah.
But you can get a maximum of $100 in total to make up for situations when this occurs. But okay, we all know that getting to the airport is just half the battle. With long security wait times in many airports across the country, it can be hard to know just how much time to plan for. But now there's a new option for several airports that offer a reservation lane powered by Clear. You can now reserve a time slot to actually go through the security checkpoint.
Oh.
Just show up at that time, scan your reservation, scan your boarding pass, and go through the exclusive shorter lane. The word exclusive just won Nikki over. I mean,
Well, also, and actually, lately, as I've been traveling, the Clear line is longer than the actual
it has
security
been.
line. It's
I know.
been crazy.
And you pay for that yearly, and it's like, why? And then you have the regular TSA pre-check,
Yeah.
which is no one in line. Everyone's
Yeah.
in line at Clear.
I know. So maybe if you said exclusive, my favorite word, what? Luxury, my other favorite word. Keep going. What else do you have?
Well-
it's Christmas.
It is Christmas.
Most travelers know that cities like New York, Chicago, and Philly go all out for the holidays, but there are smaller destinations and mid-sized cities that will surprise and delight you, Bobby, and with a smaller price tag. Travel expert Janine Tornatori is here with her picks for the most festive holiday destinations that are sure to get you in the spirit of the season. Hi, Janine.
You know, I always love being on the show with you guys, and I'm excited to tell you about some of these destinations today. I don't know about you, but I'm ready for a little holiday festivity.
Okay, so let's dive right in with your first pick.
Yes, I think this is one that's a little more unexpected for people because I think, the desert and holidays. But look, first I'll tell you that locals say that December is really their secret season because there aren't the crowds like you see during other times of the year. And the temperatures are perfect for all those great outdoor Scottsdale activities. But when it comes to the holidays, this town goes big. Their big holiday celebration downtown is called Scott's Dazzle. They've got a Christmas tree lighting, all kinds of events throughout the month of December. They have the Merry Mercantile Mart for shopping. They even have a bike scavenger hunt this year, which is fun. Another thing I love in Scottsdale, I love visiting the Desert Botanical Garden. And during the holidays, it's even more special because it's illuminated with all these hand-lit luminaries throughout. They have live performances there as well, which are great. Another fun event that's really family friendly is called Enchant. This is an immersive winter celebration. There's a light maze, there's an ice skating trail. And of course, if you're staying in Scottsdale over the holidays, you have to stay at the Fairmont Scottsdale Princess where they have Christmas at the Princess. I'm talking 6.5 million LED lights. There's a holiday train. You can visit Santa. There's ice skating. And this year, what's new is Aurora Ice, which is their ice lounge, which is illuminated to make you feel like you're experiencing the Northern Lights.
Okay, so what's your next pick?
Well, if you are looking to get in the holiday spirit, there's nothing better than being in the mountains, and Denver has so much going on. They have their Mile High celebration, which really is throughout the city, but the centerpiece is their 110-foot digital Christmas tree, bigger than the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree, and it's its own immersive experience, which is really cool. Their Denver Botanic Gardens has Blossoms of Light, which is a fantastic lit up experience. There's a great traditional Christkindl market in town. If you've ever been to the historic Larimer Square, it's beautiful during the Christmas season, great boutique shopping there. And performing arts in Denver are great during the holidays. The Denver Ballet is performing the Nutcracker this season. And I also love that you can get on the ski train right from Union Station, even go skiing for the day up in Winter Park, direct from Denver without having to rent a car. So doesn't get any better than that.
Where else should we look for a festive getaway?
Yeah, there's so much going on throughout the state of Tennessee, even in some of those smaller areas that you typically don't expect. I feel like Nashville gets a lot of the love so much of the time, and it's great in its own right. But some other places I love for the holidays, Discovery Park of America in the northwest part of the state. This turns into a winter wonderland this time of year, over 1 million likes. They decorate all their historic log cabins. They have a fantastic Nutcracker display that's over 45 years in the making. Dollywood, who doesn't love Dollywood? They, of course, have fantastic holiday shows there, over 6 million lights, their own Santa's Village. And in Chattanooga, in Rock City Gardens, this turns into the Enchanted Garden of Lights, where you can drive on the North Pole Highway through this magical forest. And it's really, really beautiful. And I should give a shout out also to Tennessee Tourism, because they're doing this really cool thing this year where they actually put out their own toy catalog. So they have all these really great build sets for so many of the iconic destination landmarks throughout the state. So it's a fun way, if you've been to one of these, or maybe you're planning a Tennessee vacation, to get one of these toy build sets from their catalog and put it under the Christmas tree. You can find those online and order them from TennesseePlaycation.com.
Where can we go to learn more?
Well, you can always follow me at the Outside Insider, and definitely check out the tours and bureaus for all of these great states as well.
Thanks for joining us, Janine.
My pleasure.
And it's time for us to take another short break, but don't go anywhere. We've still got lots more of the Jet Set to come.
Today we've got a segment that's near and dear to the hearts of all parents out there. Travel tips for navigating the friendly skies with your little ones. Whether you're heading home for the holidays or embarking on a festive family adventure, we've got you covered. I need to pay attention to this especially. Okay, first
Didn't you write this?
First up, let's talk about airport hustle. We all know that security can be a bit of a challenge, especially with kiddos in tow. Knowing what to expect is key to sailing through security. Children 12 years and younger qualify for different screening.
It's true.
I know this because I've held Samantha like a football running through the Phoenix airport and pushing people out of the way. Children 12 and under can leave their shoes, light jackets, and headwear on during screening. Children will not be separated from their parent or guardian. Infants may be carried in a sling or carrier through the walk-through metal detector or when being screened in a wheelchair, but may be subject to additional screening.
I do think it's interesting that they said kids can leave headwear on. Like, what?
I don't know. I'm not really.
What is Sam wearing through the airport?
Crowns, tiaras,
that's true.
all kinds of things.
That's true. I believe it. Anyway.
Also, this is important. Breast milk and formula are all allowed in reasonable quantities,
Yes.
even if they exceed the usual 3.4
Yep.
ounce liquid limit. Just let the TSA agents know, and they'll guide you through the process.
So many people think that you can't bring
Yeah.
it through, and you should also know if you don't bring it through security for your baby, you're not going to find it on the plane.
And I also,
Airlines don't have it.
I always feel bad for the moms who are like taking everything out of their bags, and they have their, we all know how precious the formula and the milk is, and I always feel bad for the moms who are like not really sure.
How are you when it comes to packing, though?
Like amazing, like how so?
Well, because I know that that's one of your tips too, but I'm just wondering if this is a tip that you came up with, or if you need to follow the advice you're about to tell everyone else to follow.
I'm going to find out right now. So
Okay.
let's see what happens. Now, packing smart is key when you're on the move with little ones. Consider bringing a spare set or two of clothes. Yes, this is a thing for your child, and maybe even for yourself. This has also happened. Accidents happen, and being prepared can make all the difference. You might also pants, an extra set of pants is always, the spills on you, on the child, all over the place, everywhere. Okay, also, don't forget the entertainment. Load up those tablets with their favorite shows or pack a few travel-sized games to keep those little minds engaged during the flight. I just went to Costco, and I got all kinds of stickers and puzzles and activity books that she has not seen yet. And then I surprised her on the plane, so she has some...
But will she be one of those children that then takes the stickers and likes to decorate the airplane with them?
She can do whatever she wants.
Oh, can she?
Yep. I need to get through that flight. But she's
I
not,
can
she's,
see the hate mail already.
She's not damaging anything. She's not putting stickers all over the
Dear
place.
Nikki Noya.
No, she's not putting stickers on the plane. But it's good to have activities.
Okay.
Now, as you know, most airlines offer pre-boarding for families with young children, so don't be afraid to take advantage of this perk to get settled. Stow your gear and ensure a smoother boarding process. It's a small detail, but it can make a big difference in your overall travel experience. That's for sure true. Because moms, we always got lugging all kinds of stuff. We've got children, we've got snacks, all this stuff. Okay, now let's talk snacks. We all know hungry
Nikki's
kids
favorite
can
topic.
quickly turn into a pleasant journey into a chaotic one. Pack a variety of snacks to keep those little tummies happy. And guess what? Baby food and formula are exempt from the usual liquid restrictions. So you can bring along enough to keep your little ones satisfied throughout the trip. Also, don't rely on the snacks at the airport.
No.
Bring snacks from home, because also the airport snacks are
You
so
love
expensive.
the airport snacks, though.
Yeah, for me, but also don't rely on airport snacks. Bring them from home, because you don't know also what's going to be available, and have all the snacks. Don't forget about health essentials also. A small first aid kit with items like Band-Aids, children's pain relievers, and any necessary medications can be a lifesaver. You never know when a headache or a scraped knee might strike. Anything can happen when you're traveling with children, is the motto here. And lastly, let's address those precious sleep hours. If your child has a favorite blanket or stuffed animal, make sure it's in your carry-on. Familiar comforts can help create a cozy environment, making it easier for your child to rest during the flight. This I know about. If we do not have Dr. Fang on the flight with us, then...
Can you tell the world who Dr. Fang is, please?
Dr. Fang is the name of Samantha's favorite doll, and it looks like a James Bond villain, so we named it Dr. Fang. It has one closed eye.
If I'm not wrong, Dr. Fang has a Twitter/X account as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah. We cannot go anywhere without Dr. Fang. But these are good tips, right?
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
Keep reading.
Oh, well, so there you have it, parents. A few more travel tips to make your holiday journey with the kiddos a breeze. Remember, preparation is key, and a little extra planning goes a long way. Wishing you all safe and joyous travels this holiday season, starting with me.
Well, thank you, Nikki.
You're so
Otherwise, I don't
welcome.
know how we would have gotten through the holidays.
I don't know what anyone's doing without all my advice.
We've got to take one final break, but we'll be right back with more of the Jet Set. Don't go anywhere.
time again for your daily dose of travel inspiration here on the go, where this week, Robert, we're sending you to experience Paris to Normandy with Viking River cruises. Doesn't this sound fantastic?
It does. I'm ready.
Strap in because we're taking off. Enjoy Paris and Norman treasures. Dock in the heart of Paris, admiring views of the Eiffel Tower and a replica of the Statue of Liberty from your ship. Experience history firsthand at the Normandy beaches and delight in Rouen?
Sure.
Rouen? Gothic architecture. Explore...
This is why we need to go.
I know,
so
I can learn how to actually say it. Explore Giverny. And the charming house and gardens where Claude Monet lived and worked. The setting inspiring many of his masterpieces. This voyage celebrates history, art, food, and customs in France's most alluring urban and pastoral settings. I should go so I can learn how to actually say this. Torstein, call me. This journey is available with discount airfare from the U.S. and a $100 Visa gift card just for booking by visiting oceanriversailings.com.
So you know what I like? I know that France is one of your favorite places, and you clearly haven't been here.
I need to do this trip so that I can pronounce it, and then I can sound like I know what I'm talking about.
I like it. That's another reason to book a trip.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's go now. How about that?
Thanks for
Bye.
watching.
We'll see you next time.